Cameron Miller. He is the father of Shaun Wilson Miller, who I have just explained has this YouTube video that has gone absolutely viral. I think there's about 1.8 million viewers and an amazing response. So good evening to you, Cameron.
Good evening. Are you serious? Is it 1.8 million already?
I think it is, yes.
That's absolutely extraordinary.
Yeah, what an extraordinary son you have.
He's always been like that, mate. He's always been so positive and and like for what he's gone through, he's just so positive, and that's the way he is. Like right now, the reason why we haven't been able to do any media or anything like that, he stopped it. Mm-hmm. He's got a lung infection, and he's fighting that at the moment. He's fighting back that because he's got a party in Melbourne, which if you'd like to come, you're invited to. He's fighting back from that, so he just turned around to 7 p.m. project today and said no more.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So he's a wise. As much as he's positive, and he's very, very wise for his age.
Yes.
Very, very wise.
Yeah. Look, what a beautiful message. Live life to the fullest, because you never know what's going to happen. We really do need to stop and listen to that a bit more from the age of a 17-year-old,
That's right. That's right. And not only that, it's, like what he likes to talk about is organ donation. And as he said to Neil Mitchell on the 3AW show, I wouldn't have had 10 years if it hadn't have been for organ donation.
Mm.
And, not only that, they're talking about, I've had calls from America, all over America, about Shaun and about his message.
Yes. It's
touched so many people. Like this guy from Brazil has written a song, guy from Melbourne has done a rap song, which you can check out, called Gotta Stay Strong. It's got all our family photos in there.
Okay, Gotta Stay Strong.
It's an amazing YouTube video. It's called Gotta Stay Strong, Shaun Miller, and it's amazing.
Right. Well, we can check that out.
That's touching in itself. Shaun's been playing it over and over. He absolutely loves that song.
Right. Okay.
And it's got all the photos of Shaun's operations. He went through my Facebook and got all photos down from my Facebook.
Oh, okay. Anyway. What age did Shaun start having, illness, I suppose, severe illnesses?
Shaun was born when he was a baby. He had heart problems.
Yes.
And he had a lot of complications right up until, he was 8, and then he had his first transplant at 8.
Mm-hmm.
And even just, like, I never forget it. We got the call, that he had to have a transplant, and he turned around on the family, goes, "Oh, I'll see you soon," like it was nothing, you know what I mean? And it was a 15-hour operation, and I'm absolutely petrified, freaking out what's going to happen.
Yes.
But he deals with pain. Like, we've only just got out of the hospital. He had to go in for this lung infection, and he had to hold his arm because they had to thread a wire through the muscle up into the shoulder blade, out in close to the heart, where they could pull a PICC line in, and he stayed still for 2 hours.
Yeah.
He's so brave. Look, he's brave. He's positive. I can't sing his praises enough.
No, I think that's clearly what comes across on his message, his farewell message that he thought he was doing on Facebook, but actually has gone up to YouTube and global. And the other thing that's very touching there too is he's asking friends and things to look after his dad, make sure that you're okay. Hey?
Yeah, look, I don't know if you saw any of the media stuff. Like, even though we're father and son, we're like good mates.
Yep.
And we look after each other. He looks after me, and and that's when I saw it, I knew he was going to put a video to Facebook, and I pleaded with him not to.
Mm-hmm.
Went to sleep, and he did it. He ended up putting it to YouTube and told the whole world.
Yeah.
So I only watched that video 5 days ago because in its entirety, I just couldn't watch it properly. Because when it's your own son, it's hard,
Of course.
But he's, as much as he's been given this news, he's going to keep fighting, and he just said, "Look, I'm just going to keep fighting." Like, he's got a lung infection at the moment, which he's fighting back from, and he's still fighting. And he was doing some boxing training in my lounge room yesterday, and I can hear him coughing at the moment. He's just a fighter, and he always will be. And I've had teenagers when I've just gone up the shops to get milk who come up and tap me on the shoulder and started crying. And Shaun's just changed people's attitude, and I think it's fantastic because, as much as it is a sad message, it's very positive at the same time.
Absolutely. Absolutely, and I think that's what. I mean, and the other thing too is, as his dad, how do you feel about all this extra attention that's actually come about?
Well, it's a bit. Look, to be honest, Shaun did it all, and it's a bit. It's gone a bit crazy. Like, we've been getting up to open the door, and media's been out our front door and stuff. I've got people in America want to come down and do programs on him, and it's still, look, it's unheard of. It's unheard of, and and Shaun just said, look, I don't want to do any more media until I get well, which is fair enough. That's why he said yes to the radio, because it's easy to talk on the radio. You don't have to worry about it.
Mm-hmm. Good.
What you look like on TV. You know what I mean? But the extra attention, I'm not going to lie to you. It's been full on. I've had nearly 500 calls each day on my phone.
Yeah.
And I've been just trying to keep up with it. You know what I mean? And when Shaun did the YouTube video, he was trying to answer every one of those messages. You know, the positive ones, of course.
Yes.
So there was some really horrible people, and you only have to Google either Shaun Miller or Shaun was the Miller and see articles all over the internet that he has had 2 heart transplants, and he has gone through what he's gone through. When people would call him fake and all this sort of garbage.
Oh, don't worry about it. You don't worry about them.
Well, that hurt me. That hurt me personally, because when you spend as much as time, as Shaun has in hospital, and we're in and out all the time, it does cut at your core. But Shaun's like, don't worry about it, Dad. Let's just let it go. I'm not going to read any more YouTube videos, messages.
Yeah, you think of the other millions that are right behind them, and that's the real people.
It is, exactly. But the beautiful thing out of it has touched a lot of people. I'm hoping, seeing Shaun's story, that a lot of people do sign up to be organ donors. It's I know it's a bit of a taboo subject for some people, but organ donation does save lives.
Yes.
And you know what? When you go to heaven, you can't take your organs with you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. No,
So,
you're quite right. And I mean, I do believe in organ donorship myself, but I mean, that's just a personal thing. But no, I guess there's... it's a really hard question. I feel pretty bad asking. What sort of time do you expect that you will have with Shaun? How long?
Oh, it's hard because people have been asking this in the media a lot, and that's what I said. We don't know whether it's 6 months or 12 months, because what ends up happening with coronary artery disease is you've got the arteries in your heart, and what ends up happening, they end up slowly closing, and then all of a sudden they really fasten and close. And the reason why I know this happened to him when he was 13.
Mm-hmm.
This is why he needed the second transplant.
Yep.
But they did a stent at the Alfred Hospital, and they could open up the stent.
Yep.
This time they can't open up any of the arteries because they're blocked.
Yes.
So it's one of those situations that as a father, like, I've got to deal with this. When I go to bed every night, I've got to deal with him going to sleep and not waking up again.
Right. Yes.
That's just the fact. It's the fact, and that's why he's left school. Once he gets rid of this lung infection, we're just going to live life and have fun. That's what it's all about. And that's why he did that message. He did the message just for his Facebook friends. But he said, I'm not. It's good that it's gone out to a worldwide basis, because a lot more people have to be positive in life. And as he says to me, that once you've got a negative thought, you're gone.
Yeah.
Always keep positive in life, and if you want to do something in life, don't just stand, don't just wait, just go and do it.
Yeah, no,
doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter what it is in life, just go and do it.
Yeah, it's a great message, and hey, there's a lot of precious moments for you too now. The other thing I wanted to ask you is, I believe he's been inundated with all sorts of different offers. Is there anything that's come through that he's particularly wants to do that he wasn't able to do or thought of before?
I'm not sure, but he just out of head like to actually talk now.
Okay, so he's popped up.
Yeah, he's popped up, and he said, I'm going to talk. So he's the boss. I'm going to put the boss on right now.
Hey, thank you very much, Cameron.
No worries, mate. There you go.
Appreciate your time.
How you going?
I'm going very well. How are you at the moment?
I'm doing okay. I'm just keeping on. I've just got a lung infection at the moment that I'm fighting, and coughing up every single phlegmage. But anyway, I'm keeping on. I'm
Good.
going good.
Yeah, good on you. Hey, good on you.
Thanks.
You have inspired so many people.
Yeah, people tell me that. I didn't really want to inspire people. I just wanted to say to my friends, what's up and this is the news. But I'm so grateful that I've done the video, and I'm so grateful that I've inspired a lot of people.
Yeah, it's a wonderful thing. I mean, it's very heartfelt, and you have touched many people, and especially too with your thing about organ donation, about how much that does assist and help people. So that'll get some people thinking.
Yeah, it really does help a lot of people in organ donation, because, like, if you take blood and then you pass on, you could save another life. It's that easy. It's not you have to have an operation to be an organ donor. You just have to have a blood test here and there, and you could save lives like that.
Yeah. Hey, look, you've had a lot of offers. You've been on the Footy Show, and there's all sorts of things. You've had some offers. Is there anything that's come through that you thought, yeah, I really want to go and do that?
Well, 3AW, the girl called Jenny, she rang in and is going to pay for my trip to Disneyland. So
yep.
And Queensland and Brisbane Radio gave that to me. Queensland for 5 days, I think. So I'm motivated to get this lung infection off me so I can do those things and have fun. Yeah,
great. As you say, everything's precious. Is there anything else that you got planned to be doing with your dad, maybe?
Well, I'm having this massive party.
Yep.
On June 15th, and that's going to go off. So
it's going to go off.
You're welcome to come if you want.
Thank you.
And I don't know what me and Dad are going to do. We're just going to wing it. See what happens.
Sounds like the idea.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we spoke to Rachel Learcar from the Voice.
Oh yeah.
And she's got a little message for you, just especially for you. So you have a listen to this.
Hi, Shaun. This is a message to you from Rachel Learcar from The Voice Australia. I just wanted to say hi, and I think you're a really amazing person. And I heard about your video and some of your appearances, and I really hope that you're staying positive and always remember that miracles can happen.
There we go, Shaun. That's especially for you from Rachel.
Thank you, and and good luck on The Voice.
That's a show you're following too, I hope.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Good thing. Hey, I won't keep you any longer. Good luck with that lung infection. You knock it over, eh?
I will. Thank you.
No, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Hey, Cameron.
How you going?
Good. Hey, great lad. Hey, what a great lad. You must be so incredibly proud.
Oh, look, I am. One exciting thing, I think he forgot to tell, we're in the process of writing his book.
Okay.
And we're doing it, we've been doing it for the last week, the writers from Sydney.
Yep.
So it'll be a worldwide book that'll hit the stores probably June next year.
Okay. Well,
and Shaun's having a big say in it, and all the people that he's inspired in his life.
And have you got a name for this book that's coming out yet?
Well, there's a couple of names. He wants to call it Be Positive.
Yes, good on it.
That's one name.
Yep.
So, but yeah, and that's him. That's what his main thing is. It's do this book and and leave a lasting legacy with everyone who reads it.
Excellent. Look, I want to thank you very much for your time, and also I want to acknowledge your courage as well. Because this is an extremely, as a parent, we can only imagine what you would be going through with all of this, and maybe he's got the positive disease from you.
Yeah, thank you. Look, I've got such a great family, and I've got such a good group of friends. I've got some friends that put on this massive party at Luna Park, and they just started basically working in the last week, and people are just throwing everything at us, and it's going to be like disco comedians and free rides at Luna Park and all this sort of stuff, and it's going to be a really big night. Tonight's coming, looks like, as well, and it's going to be a really big, celebration of Shaun's life on the 15th of June. So,
yeah.
If anyone does want to come down and meet Shaun, that's the place to do it. And that's your opportunity to do it, because he's going to be on the stage, and that rap song, Gotta Stay Strong, you've got to go and watch that. It's also on my Facebook.
All right.
It's got to stay strong. Shaun, Shaun's just picked me up on it. You've got to stay strong,
Yes.
Shaun Miller.
Yep.
And it's got all our family photos of me and Shaun, and there's lots of photos of Shaun when he's gone through with his operations and things like that.
Hey.
And not only that, with Shaun's operation, he also had his appendix out this year, and it wasn't just normal appendix operation, because they couldn't see that it was an appendix, because the medicine masked it. So for 3 months he walked around with a perforated appendix as well this year.
All right.
So he's a strong-willed boy.
Yes.
And look, I couldn't be prouder, and it's amazing, even from New Zealand, that you guys are, they're inspired by what he's done.
Yeah, it's the human, so it knows no boundaries, really, does it?
It doesn't, and you know what? It actually shows there's good people out there too.
Certainly is.
That's what I've seen. It's actually the faith in the faith in humanity, and some of the messages Shaun's been having on his Facebook, and from all he's been helping a woman since he's 14 who lost her son at 23 years old,
mm-hmm.
and he's been helping her since he's 13 years old. He's been helping this woman deal with the loss of her son.
Yeah.
And before I go, Shaun just wants to say a couple of words.
If you want something in life, don't plan it, just do it and be positive.
Thank you, Shaun.